It is mid-December 2015, slightly over a year since the construction of the standard gauge railway project began. A look at the ongoing construction works reveals a project well on course. Here, everything is done with precision, military precision, and extremely keen attention. This for a project that will be East Africa's gold standard for railway transport, an engineering marvel.
These beams have been manufactured at about 20 kilometers away from this location, and now they are being launched on site.
By its completion, it is anticipated that the cost of transportation will fall by at least 60%, marking a major shift from Kenya's century-old plus railway line. Train speeds could hit up to 160 kilometers per hour for passenger trains and 100 kilometers per hour for freight trains, thanks to the wider width of the SGR. This compared to the current speeds of 70 kilometers an hour for passenger trains and 60 kilometers per hour for cargo trains. It is on that basis that the SGR is expected to ease pressure on the Mombasa-Nairobi highway.
We want to do 120 kilometers per hour for the passenger train and 80 kilometers per hour for the freight train.
The SGR project's implementer, Kenya Railways, says 60% of the Mombasa-Nairobi line has been completed. Land has been acquired, paths cleared, hills sunk, slopes elevated and pillars erected. Here at Dumoto, we witnessed beams for a bridge being put up, and in just under 45 minutes, a path over a river is done. Now, the standard gauge railway is a project that stands out not only because of its high budget, but its design too. And when it comes to that design, it is bridges like this that are actually making it tick. 76 bridges covering a 30-kilometer stretch of the SGR track from Mombasa to Nairobi are being built.
Bridges serve several functions. One, they allow water to go below. And for example, again, like here where we are in Savo, and you know what is famous for Savo, it's the animal. They pass below, and sometimes we also cross the roads below.
It is slightly over a year since the construction of the standard gauge railway line began. But if sites like these are an indication to go by, then no doubt the last chapters of the SGR story are being written. The current phase of the project is a complete transformation from what I witnessed 11 months ago. The project's quick transformation, however, does not begin here. The magic begins right here, where the crucial components of the railway track are manufactured before being transferred to their respective sites. Two factories in Emali and Mutito Andei have been established for this purpose.
This factory is mainly for the manufacture of reinforced concrete sleepers and the T-beams. And it also here also is where the rail panels are assembled with the sleepers, and each rail is 25 meters long.
The assembled components are then transferred to the project site, an exercise that requires as much brain as brawn.
We have laid about a cumulative 30 kilometers of rail right now. Yes.
And what targets do you have?
Everything going smoothly. We expect to finish laying the line mid-February 2017. Once you do that, you finalize the other works like signaling, communication, and then start doing trial runs.
Those trials will begin in March 2017 to ensure that the new railway line is ready for use by June 2017. Meanwhile, in Mombasa, the stage is being set for what will become a 14-line railway yard next to the port of Mombasa. It's here that the SGR will begin and end. A portion of land measuring 300 meters in width and 2.8 kilometers in length is being reclaimed from the sea.
We should be able to complete the work at this location sometime early 2017.
So far, the project has offered 17,000 direct job opportunities to local staff and hundreds of indirect employment.
Mimi nikiwa hapa niko na ujuzi, nikiangalia operator yangu ila na operate hii mashine ya kutengeneza reli. Mimi nilishapata ujuzi hapo.
The skills that have been imparted are very useful for the workers in terms of being able to be competitive in terms of the labor market, and they can even work outside this country.
So far, Kenya Railways reports that at least 36 billion shillings worth of local supplies from over 100 local companies have gone into the flagship project. Patrick Igunza, Citizen TV, Nairobi.